Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. A lot of people have been saying, will Francis Ngannou stay in boxing or will he go back to MMA? Well, will he is one question, should he is another. Okay, so will he? Well, that would entirely depend on whether he wants to, because he will get opportunities. They'll be greatly diminished from the level of opposition that he's faced, which is two of the top three heavyweights in the world. And if he does continue, he won't be getting any more, serious paychecks, at least not as serious as the ones he's been getting. Is it $12 million he made for the Joshua fight? I don't know, something like that. But yeah, if he wants to continue, he'll have to take a big step down. Now, of course, the Fury fight, we saw, it was a lot of smoke and mirrors. We saw people hailing him as one of the best. He can compete with any world-class heavyweight. I did a video on this shortly after the Fury fight. Went through the top 10 and gave my opinion on who he could beat. Not just the top 10 world-level heavyweights, but I went all the way down to domestic level. I never bought into the idea that Ngannou was a world-class heavyweight. He gave an incredible performance against Fury, who looked unmotivated, flat, all at sea, undertrained, under-mentally prepared, and we know what happened. Fury still won, and in my opinion, he did when he did edge it. Now, against Joshua, of course, Joshua is the antithesis of Fury when it comes to this sort of thing. He's a consummate professional. He gets himself ready mentally, physically. He described this as one of the biggest challenges of his career before the fight, and he flattened Ngannou. And Ngannou, whatever you say about him, he's an enormous man, a big unit, big tough guy. But under Queensberry rules, he got absolutely obliterated and slept completely out before he hit the canvas. Now, should he continue? Well, let's say if he wants to continue, yes. If he's prepared to fight guys who are, you can't jump all the way down to sort of area level, or, I suppose he could, but he's not going to want to do that. He's going to want to go in there with at least kind of top 20, maybe top 30 guys. So who could he fight next? Well, if he's prepared to sort of test the water, shall we say, because he went from the sublime to the ridiculous, from almost beating Tyson Fury to getting absolutely obliterated by Joshua. He's going to try and find out, okay, where's the truth? Is it somewhere in the middle there? I would say he should perhaps fight someone like a Carlos Takam, who's a good heavyweight but has seen far better days. And if he's not over the hill, he's on the downward trajectory, put it that way. Dillian White's fighting Christian Hammer at the weekend in Ireland. Others said Christian Hammer would be a good option for Ngannou. One of these guys who can take you rounds, won't threaten you with anything really, or you wouldn't think would threaten him with anything. Has a few skills, understands basic boxing, and will force Francis to work. As I said before, whatever it was, 5-6 months ago, I see Ngannou being beaten by an awful lot of heavyweights, and not all of them are going to be world class, but if he wants to carry on, that's what he's going to have to do, jump down. Now, the question is, should he continue fighting? Look, as ferocious and scary as that knockout against Joshua was, it was a clean knockout. He wasn't beaten up. He was just not flat. He said in his post-fight interview, I wasn't hurt at all. I didn't feel anything. I just woke up and the fight was over. Words to that effect. I'm paraphrasing him. And that's, if you're going to get knocked out, that's the way to get knocked out, rather than take an absolute hammering over a number of rounds and risk some sort of brain injury. So yeah, you can say that as humiliating, probably in his eyes, he thinks it's humiliating. I don't think it's humiliating. I think the guy's a ranked novice who got flattened by a world-class 2-time unified champ. So what? You're supposed to do that to a ranked novice. So I don't think he was humiliated, maybe humbled a bit. But he's going to want to find out where he's at. And I think, to be honest with you, I think he's going to have to start, go all the way down and start, he's going to have to do really what Joe Joyce has done. because Joe Joyce beat Zhilei Zhang lost to Zhilei Zhang twice, coming off the back of the Joe Parker knockout. And now he's fighting Cash Ali in a leisure centre. Well, this is going to have to be, if he wants to continue Ngannou, he's going to have to do something like that. He's going to have to drop down many, many levels and test himself and work on his game. He's 37, by the way. And although he's got a good trainer in Dewey Cooper, who is a very, very underrated trainer, I mean, what can you realistically teach a 37-year-old? Practice at anything will make you better. So, yes, of course, he can improve, but is it really, can he really improve to the point where he can become a threat to any legitimate top 15, say, heavyweight? I would stick him in with someone from the top 30. I mean, as ancient as he is, Luis Ortiz, I think, would completely outbox Ngannou. Charles Martin, I would pick to beat Ngannou. Now, look, Ngannou's still got the big wallop. He's still a big, strong guy who can hit hard. But does he have any kind of ring IQ in a boxing ring? I mean, does he have any craftiness? Can he feint? Can he understand the purpose of throwing specific punches? Or is this going to be a case of, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to use my physical strength, I'm going to try and maul someone, I'm going to, I mean, even Joe Joyce, who kind of made a career out of those type of attributes, at least, he knows how to throw a jab properly, he fires hooks well, he's defensively, he's all at sea, doesn't really know what the hell he's doing. But at least he's got some sort of nous. He's a silver medalist at the Olympics. I don't know about Ngannou. I mean, no. So, should he be fighting on? Not at world level. But if he does insist on fighting on, I would put him down many, many levels. At the very least, someone in the lower echelons of the top 30. No one in the top 10 anymore. Forget about that. Certainly no one in the top bloody 5, for Christ's sake. Because next time he might not get so lucky. Next time he might take a sustained beating and end up hurt. So those are my thoughts. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Should he continue? Will he continue? Will he go back to MMA? He's made millions, and good luck to the guy. Big respect for Francis Ngannou. Like him a lot. Seems like a nice fella. And he had the guts to get in that ring. But Jesus Christ, that took some guts. But he did it. So yeah, give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing, and also give the little like button a pop. Thank you for your time as always. Looking forward to reading your comments, and bye for now.